people don't simply vanish, not without a sound, not without footprints, not without time leaving a scar, but in these forests, they do. Everything you're about to hear is part of public law, online theories, and unverified stories. Take it as entertainment, or as an invitation to question reality. There's a pattern the wilderness tries to hide, a pattern that whispers between the trees in the silence after a scream no one heard. The internet calls it Missing 411, a network of disappearances that feel too precise, too strange, too impossible to ignore. It begins with ordinary people, hikers, campers, hunters, stepping into the woods they've walked their entire lives. And then, nothing. Their trail ends abruptly as if someone erased the last few minutes of their existence. Search dogs lose their scent within meters. Branches remain unbroken. Footprints stop mid-step like the earth swallowed them whole. Some say the forest takes them. Others say the forest simply shows what was already there. But what makes Missing 411 feel different is what happens after. According to widely shared stories online, many who reappear are found in places already searched multiple times. Sometimes lying gently on top of the leaves, as if placed there with care. Sometimes miles away, across terrain even expert climbers struggle to cross. One of the most chilling accounts tells of a child who disappeared near a national park. When he returned, calm and unharmed, he told his family he'd been with a woman who looked just like me. He said she took him to a shiny place where sound didn't echo. Another report describes a hunter who vanished for 9 days. When he emerged from the forest, he wasn't dehydrated, sunburned, or injured. His gear was gone, but he looked untouched, as if the days he lost didn't pass for him. And then there are the clusters, groups of disappearances happening in the same strange spots. Places surrounded by massive boulder fields or deep caves. Areas where compasses allegedly refuse to point north. Places where the forest seems to hold its breath. Skeptics argue it's nature. Steep drops, hidden water, fast hypothermia. But believers say the consistency is too neat, too patterned, too intentional. According to one recurring theory, the forest is full of invisible boundaries, faint seams between our world and whatever lies beside it. Most people pass through without noticing, but some slip. Maybe they take the wrong turn, maybe they step where no one should, maybe for a moment the world opens. And here's the twist that keeps this story alive. A number of these disappearances happen under strangely similar circumstances. Bad weather rolling in suddenly, electronic devices malfunctioning, or moments where the missing person was just seconds out of sight. Seconds! A child bends down to tie a shoe. A hunter walks behind a tree. A hiker steps off the trail to take a photo. And then they're gone. But the darkest part of this lore comes from those who return. Some describe a feeling they can't explain, like they were watched or studied or somehow held. Some find memories missing. Others feel time stretching, slowing, or breaking. And then there are the few who whisper something more dramatic. The feeling that they were removed from the world just for a moment and placed somewhere that wasn't meant for humans. A room with no walls, a sound with no source, a presence that wasn't hostile, but wasn't human either. Whether these stories are misunderstandings, coincidences, or reflections of something beyond our current map of reality, nobody knows. Nothing is confirmed. Nothing is proven. But the echoes don't go away. So here's the question you're not supposed to ask. If the forest wanted to keep a secret, how many people would it need to take before we finally noticed? Share your thoughts in the comments. Every theory opens another trail. Believe it or don't. My job isn't to convince you. My job is to open the portal.